Hello and welcome to Dream Big. I'm Hannah Viviers. Thank you so much for joining us. Our guest today is Sihle Magubane. He is the founder of South African coffee brand Sihle's Brew. And like all our guests here on Dream Big, he has an inspiring story to share with us. When he was 20, Sihle fell in love with coffee, and now it's his business. He trained with some of the world's best coffee gurus, then branched out on his own to start Sihle's Brew. Now his venture includes training restaurant staff to make great coffee. His clients see massive increases in sales after his training. One restaurant's coffee sales shot up 5 times in only 1 month. Sihle says it's love and passion that make all the difference. With a booming brand behind his name, Sihle's personal journey to success has been rough. He was left to parent his younger siblings when he was only 16, yet he allowed nothing to hold him back. Despite struggles to acquire investment, Sihle kept pushing to achieve his goals. Now his brand is making strides among coffee lovers in South Africa. It's his dream to go global and create opportunities for young South Africans who also have big dreams. 10 years ago, Sihle, if somebody were to tell you 10 years ago that you were going to own the coffee company that you own now, would you have believed them?
Yes, because I had passion for coffee. I needed to excel or to make sure that I do it properly, because most of the people at the workplace, they don't love their job, and for them it felt like they are slavery because of that. But if you do something that you like, you actually excel.
Sihle, a lot of people, I think when you ask them, did you believe 10 years ago that you would be where you are now, so successful? They were like, oh no, I didn't think that I would have this kind of success. But you believed this 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you believed that you were going to be successful. What made you believe so much in yourself?
I have faith in God, and I know I've got potential to overcome circumstances like I've did with my childhood. I believe that I could do it in a business environment.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about your own personal life now, because on Dream Big, it's not just about the achievements and all of that. It's about people who have overcome these insane odds. So what was fascinating to me about your story is that at 16, your mom passed away. And you found yourself being a dad at 16 and having to take care of your siblings because there was no one else to take care of you guys. When you look back at that time, what was the hardest part of losing your mom?
I didn't know what to do at that stage because I was still a minor, still at school. And for me, to cry, everything became standstill. I asked myself that what I'm going to do in order for me to be strong for my siblings. And the only vow I've took on that time is to be strong for them so they don't feel that kind of pain.
Mm-hmm. You were saying to me that even when you had to organize, you had to do it on your own at 16. You had to organize burying your mom by yourself.
My father left us at Norway, and we were left with the body for 2 weeks, not burying our mom. But on that time, I had to organize money for the funeral, because the amount that I had before that I've saved up on my garden job, and it was 1,200 rand. It was not enough for the burial. And then I've also borrowed money, and some of the community, they help towards that, and we've managed to bury our mom with dignity at that time.
When I asked you that, when you and I chatted about this before, and I asked you what was one of the hardest things of having to be a parent at that time when you were a child yourself, you said you'd say what it was.
I didn't enjoy my youth because I had to take care of my siblings, and I had to juggle my life between gardening. I'll be working. I had to go to school too. So those are the hard times.
Having just losing your childhood, pretty much.
Absolutely.
You talked to me about you worked three different jobs during the week. I think there were 2 days that you had off, and then on those 2 days that you weren't working, you would then do your soccer and do other things that you needed to do. But you were talking to me about how important it is, your mind being fit. You were talking about a fit mind. What do you mean by that?
I'm motivated through faith, and I keep myself fit. Because once your mind is your mind is very important asset. Once your mind is fit, then you can actually do everything.
There's sometimes when people will think, things are so difficult for them, things are so hard for them, and then here's you, lost your mom at 16, had to bury your mom by yourself at 16, had to raise your younger siblings. What was it that got you through that time, and more than just getting you through that time, that you are the person that you are now, that you're a successful person?
Many people, they're making excuse that they can't do it, they can't make it. Here I am, I can do it, and because I believe in God, and that faith, that motivation, it gave me, it made me feel strong every day. When I wake up in the morning, I pray. Even on a meeting period, I pray, because I don't take anything for granted.
Sometimes do you feel that, people that, when we living our lives, you've had all these things that have happened. How do you not allow for those things that you've been through, not having a childhood, not, just scraping through with the little that you had? How do you not have those things hold you back and instead look at the positive?
For me, every day I'm optimistic. I believe that each and every day it's a new day. I need to live that day, because regardless if it's Monday or Tuesday, but that same Monday and Tuesday won't be the same on the next week or a last year or a year before. So for me, I had to live that day.
Where do you see your brand going, Sihle's Brew?
I see it globally and known as more popular in South Africa brand, and I also see it as employing at least 1 million people.
Sihle, I want to ask you if there's anything that I haven't asked you that you're thinking at the back of your mind you would really like to share this with people. What would it be?
I could say that people, they underestimate themselves. I know when I started the brand, everybody said, I'm not going to make it in this industry. And here I am today, and I'm excelling in terms of business. Even though I didn't have a proper business management and other qualification, but I am doing the right thing. Yes.
When you talk about doing the right thing, I asked you this before, that with everything that you've been through, there was a time when your mentor was saying to me there were months where you wouldn't have eaten, because there was just no money for food, because all the money was going into the business. When you have all these hardships, you talked about funding. It's so difficult to get people to not to believe, but to put money into your venture. What has kept you going instead of just thinking, well, you know what, I can go and have a job, somebody else is going to worry about making the money, I can get my salary at the end of the month? Why have you decided, despite all the hardships, to continue with your business?
I had a belief in this business is going to work, regardless of obstacle or anything. For me, by not having a salary or eating, but I knew one day I'll be successful, because that's my belief.
This is now Sihle's Brew. This is how your packaging comes, I would imagine. So where can people get this? If people wanted to get a hold of your coffee, where can they buy it?
They can buy it in Spar, Quick Spar, or they can visit our website at www.sihlesbrew.co.za. They can order online.
Thank you so much for joining us, Sihle. And you made us cappuccino before with this coffee. It was absolutely delicious. Thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you for having me.